Hello, class of EDUU 526. My name is Giselle Garcia, and this is my journal entry number 4. In this journey, I will be discussing the 5 main hypotheses of Krashen's theory of second language acquisition, and I will be explaining the role that grammar plays in his theory. I will also describe Cummings' theory and describe communication and critical thinking and talk about how to implement each into instruction to ensure that ELL students are successful in the learning process. To start, the 5 main hypotheses of Krashen's include one of them is acquisition learning, which is the most fundamental of the hypotheses. It is a process where children go through while they are acquiring their first language. Number 2, it's monitor hypotheses. This is the explanation between the acquisition and the actual learning that is happening. It is we can say defines the influence of the latter on the former. Number 3 is natural order. It suggests that the acquisition of the grammatical structures follows a natural order. 4, it's input, and this is the understanding of how the learner or the scholar is acquiring a second language. Number 5 is affective filtered. Affectives can play variables, play facilitative, but they are non-casual, and that's a role in the second language acquisition. Krashen's theory claims that grammar plays a role in language acquisition when the students are actually interested in learning the content and language, and it is also used as the medium instruction. Cummings' theory claims that if you already acquire your native language, then it is easier to learn a second language. This is because the first acquired language has already provided you with the foundation of the language acquisition that you need in order for you to then learn another second language. BICS, or as it is for short, it's basic interpersonal communication skills. It consists of the language used to communicate in the everyday. Cummings stated that BICS consisted of context-embedded communication because individuals were able to provide feedback to one another. CALP, for short, or Cognitive Academic Language Proficiency, refers to the academic language needed to be successful scholars. Cummings called this context reduced communication because there are no cues provided to help with language comprehension. CUP, for short, or Common Underlying Proficiency, consists of the different set of skills required to learn a language. Communication is one of the 5 C's in Cummings' theory. Communication consists of 4 components, which are speaking, writing, listening, and reading. It is simply the way we get our message across, how we communicate with others. When implementing communication strategies, it is important that the strategies convey meaning with proper and correct form. For instance, teachers can use voice amplifiers in the classroom to help students understand the sounds that are being projected or the words that are being said in the classroom, and they can understand those better. It is also important that the educator speaks slowly and clearly, and that the language used is easy for those students to grasp and understand. allowing plenty of time for the students to respond and be active listeners. Critical thinking is another of the 5 C's in Cummings theory. Critical thinking refers to the way individuals process the information. They gather what is needed and then analyze it to create a conclusion or judgment on that specific topic or the task. One way of implementing critical thinkers in the class is by asking questions, allowing students to be decision makers and take ownership in their learning. Also incorporating collaborative group work where students have the opportunity to share different perspectives and points of views. And that is all that I have for the journal entry number 4. Thank you.